Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about WWE Royal Rumble. So this is just going to be my predictions video on the Royal Rumble. I'm going to try and do predictions for all the pay-per-views for WWE and other wrestling. But if I can't keep up, then I'll try my best. But if I can't keep up, then I might not be able to do every single one. So this is going to be a pretty long event. As far as I'm aware, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam and Survivor Series are all now going to be 4-hour shows, which is long for a casual fan, but if you're like a hardcore wrestling fan like me, it's nothing. I could easily watch it, you know. So this is quite a big card. So I believe we have... At first there was 2 kickoff matches, but I believe now there might be 3 kickoff matches, so we'll have to see what happens. Okay, so first we'll talk about Sasha Banks versus Nia Jax. So this is just going to be a single match. Pretty much Nia Jax has been on Sasha Banks since she lost the title and trying to injure her more on that, so I could see Sasha Banks winning to get her revenge back. So I'm gonna go for Sasha Banks. Okay, so next we're gonna have the Raw Tag Team titles. We got Cesaro and Sheamus versus Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. Now with what happened in this match, we could see either team winning. I'd like to see Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson actually win this match, but Cesaro and Sheamus could regain. But I'm going to go for Gallows and Anderson to actually win the titles. I think that's going to be pretty cool. So now this is the next match for the kickoff, which I thought was going to be actually on the card. We'll have to see what happens. Anyway, so we've got Becky Lynch, Nikki Bella and Naomi on one team against Alexa Bliss, Mickie James and Natalya. So this is going to be an interesting match because this is going to be Mickie James's first match back since she came back. So this will be quite a test for her. We're going to have to see how she goes with it. But either team could win, I reckon. But I could see... We'll go for Becky Lynch, Nikki Bella and Naomi to actually win. So we'll go for them 3 to win. Okay, so now we're going to start the actual card of the Royal Rumble. So the first match, I believe, will be the Cruiserweight title against Rich Strong against Neville. So this is going to be a pretty interesting match. I mean, Rich Swann has been going pretty heavily on Neville. They used to be friends back in the day and now they're enemies. So this is going to be pretty cool. I believe Neville is going to actually win this. I've got this feeling that he's going to win. So we're going to go for Neville to win the title, I believe. Next, we've got the Raw Championship match, which is going to be Charlotte Flair, as she's being called now, against Bayley, the Hugger. So we'll have to see what happens. Now, Charlotte is actually on a pay-per-view streak. She's 15-0 on pay-per-views. So she could actually Bayley could actually win the match and get her off it, but we'll have to just see what happens. Depending on how they're going to go, I could see Charlotte winning and I could see Bayley winning. But I'm going to actually go for Bayley to actually win the title. So we'll have to see what happens. I'm not sure if the Universal or WWE Championship is going to go last before the Rumble. But we'll talk about the WWE Championship. So we got AJ Styles versus John Cena. Now, I would be excited for this match, but in all honesty, I am. But we've seen this match heaps. This has happened a lot. But it's for the title this time, so at least I'd say it's a bit different. So, really depending on how the Royal Rumble goes, I could see John Cena actually winning this match. So we'll have to see what happens with the Royal Rumble match itself. So as much as I like AJ Styles a lot, John Cena could actually win this match depending on what could happen with the WrestleMania card. Okay, now we've got the last match before the Royal Rumble match. We've got Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns. This is going to be a no disqualification match, and then Chris Jericho is going to be in the shark cage. Now, this is quite interesting because I've been hearing that there could be a Jericho Owens match for WrestleMania. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Reigns is going to win. I mean, Jericho could escape the cage and shenanigans could happen, but as Jericho says, he's going to be a sexy pinata in this cage, which I think is just hilarious, just so funny. So, yeah, I mean, it depends what way they're going to go. I mean, Reigns could win the title, Kevin Owens could regain the title, but I've just got this feeling that Owens is going to regain. So I'm going to go for Owens. Owens is my pick. I'm going to go for Owens. So they're the picks. And now we're going to talk about the Royal Rumble match. This is going to be a long chat. So as far as we know, we've got about 20. There's 30 guys in. We've got 22 that have been announced so far. So I'll just quickly run down the names. We've got The Undertaker, Goldberg, Brock Lesnar, Big Show, Dean Ambrose, The Miz, Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler, Big E, Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston, Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton, Luke Harper, Mojo Rawley, Braun Strowman, Chris Jericho, Baron Corbin, Cesaro, Sheamus, Big Cass. I believe that's about 22 guys. Really depends on what numbers people come in to who's going to win this. I believe there's been a lot of speculation who's going to actually appear at the Rumble. Now, I think as I was talking in another video, I think to see Ty Dillinger come in number 10, because he's the perfect 10, would be really cool. So let's see if that happens. So I reckon we'll go for Ty Dillinger to be a surprise entrant. I reckon Samoa Joe is going to be a surprise entrant in this Rumble. I read a lot of speculation that apparently Kenny Omega might actually be in this Rumble. I've actually seen from sources that I don't believe he's actually going to be in the Rumble, which I love Kenny Omega, and I'm kind of happy that he's not going to be in WWE for now. I'd love to see him in WWE, but in all honesty, I'd like him to stay in New Japan. So we're going to go with that and just see what happens. There could be a lot of things happen in this match. I mean, Triple H could be an entrant, and then Seth Rollins could come in and cost him the match, as Seth Rollins and Sami Zayn had a match on Raw. So, and then Sami Zayn won his spot. So we could see what happens with that. Depending who else they're going to have in this match, I mean, anyone could win. Depending what they're going to do at WrestleMania, I mean, Undertaker could win, Goldberg could win, Brock Lesnar could win. A lot of people could win. Jericho could win. He's actually in this match. So, depending on what they want to do for the main event match, anyone could honestly win this match. I've got this feeling that they're going to do Brock Lesnar and Goldberg 1 and 2. I don't know why. It might not even happen, but we'll have to see what happens. So, hey, since we love The Undertaker so much, I'm going to go for The Undertaker to win this. I just think if Undertaker wins this match, then John Cena wins the title. We can set up for a big match at WrestleMania. So we're going to go for Undertaker to win, and then we'll pick Jericho. We'll pick Jericho as our second choice, and then we'll go from there, and we'll see what happens with this show. It's going to be a quite exciting show. I cannot wait to see this. Thank you everyone for watching this video on my Royal Rumble predictions, and we'll see you next time in my next video.